Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. It's weather in 5 days in 5 minutes as Hurricane Dorian is moving right along a northwest motion here. And you can see it on the satellite loop as after the sun rises. A bit of a hiccup overnight that the Hurricane Center pointed out was the fact that there was this little dry slot that developed. And that perhaps kind of interrupted whatever strengthening was going on. There was a little an eye feature. It appeared, it disappeared, and looking here, I'm sort of picking out the fact that it might be getting ready to start appearing again. So, and also the clouds have filled in on the southeast side. So this is going to start strengthening again as it moves on its northwest course for the next 48 hours or so, and then we're going to watch to see that bend to the west northwest, which is going to turn it toward the Florida coast. So that is the variable here as far as the track is concerned. Now here's the Hurricane Center's forecast from this morning. It really hasn't changed very much over the last few days. Moving northwest into tomorrow morning, and then you start to see that curve west northwestward. The H stands for hurricane, the M stands for major hurricane. And there really is nothing, in my view, that stops this from becoming a major hurricane as it turns to the west-northwest. And that track into Florida, the models have a spread, as they often do, with the GFS furthest to the north, and you've got most of the other global models much further to the south. The new GFS is the one that's furthest to the north, still brings it in over northern Florida, south of Jacksonville. But even the old GFS, which is still available for viewing, is closer to the models that are furthest to the south. I still maintain, in my opinion, that it's my zone, and I'm not ready to lower it yet. It runs pretty much how the Hurricane Center has it, from just into the coast of South Georgia, down to South Florida, and I don't really see us tightening up on this maybe for another day or so. So here's how it looks with respect to the GFS model. Moving again, this is the one that's the furthest to the north. Takes it in just maybe north of Cape Canaveral or Daytona Beach, but the other models again further south. If you're along the east coast of Florida, you know you're at risk here, and you're all going to be on guard until the Weather Service figures out, the Hurricane Center figures out, and I figure out where this sort of point of landfall is going to be. So the track model guidance, you can see it here. It's all pretty tightly clustered today. This morning, this is the new model guidance that's just out with the northern and southern outliers. It's getting tighter and tighter in terms of landfall. So the models seem to be coalescing here up the north of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach. And perhaps south of Jacksonville, Daytona Beach, somewhere in there. That's where we see it. And as far as the intensity models are concerned, most of them bring this up to a Category 3. There are a few of them that keep it down in the Category 2 stage, and the rest of them all having a major hurricane status here, and even a few Category 4 hurricanes that are in the mix. Now, our weather here in the Northeast is beautiful today. Look at this. We've got clear skies from North Carolina all the way up into New England. Erin is gone. Rain is continuing, by the way, into Maine. They're still in that frontal boundary there. And the rain and that tropical moisture continues to surge northward. So for that part of the Northeast, it's going to be wet today, and the clouds extend even into southeastern New England. But for all my folks from Maryland to southern New England, it's a beauty of a day with the sunshine, warm temperatures, and low humidity. That's what it's going to be going forward today and for much of tomorrow. So our high temperatures today are generally in the lower 80s. There are a few spots that will be in the upper 70s. And then for Friday, we're going to take it up a notch, low to mid 80s for the highs from Maryland to southern New England. We have another cold front that's coming through, and tomorrow is going to feature a good deal of sunshine. The next cold front coming through tomorrow night has very little with it, other than a few clouds. Saturday, we've got a new high building in from the north. So we start our holiday weekend with plenty of sunshine. Now, there may be some clouds, southern New Jersey, southern Pennsylvania, southward. So temperatures there topping around 80. As you go further north, where it's going to be partly to mostly sunny, we're looking at upper 70s to around 80. And then on Sunday, the onshore flow is going to strengthen and bring in some moisture. So I'm thinking that we will have clouds and some sun, and there's the odd chance that there could be a spot shower or two, with temperatures upper 70s to some lower 80s as you go south. And Monday, Labor Day, same idea, clouds and some sun, and a spot shower or downpour can't be ruled out. And temperatures Monday, upper 70s from New York City north and east, low and middle 80s when you go from central New Jersey and southern Pennsylvania on southward. So overall, I'm pretty optimistic that we are going to have a good-looking Labor Day holiday weekend here in my neck of the woods. So that takes care of weather in 5 this morning. Of course, we'll be watching Dorian for all day long and look for some website posts with that. And we'll have our live stream tonight. Our YouTube show will be at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Be sure to tune in. I'm going to try to get Joe Rayo involved tonight. And then, of course, if there are any changes with the Hurricane Center, as far as timing is concerned, nothing's going to happen probably at least through the daytime Sunday in terms of a landfall. Now, the one thing that a lot of the overnight models have indicated is that this is going to be slower. So we may have bought a little bit of time here. The upper high to the north is going to be key. If it's strong, as we've been explaining the last couple of days, you're going to wind up seeing Dorian move more to the west and come in more in South Florida. If that ridge is a little bit weaker, then we're going to push the landfall area a bit further to north. So tune in later today for our live stream again, 7 o'clock Eastern time.